This week we read parsha Shelach. The Gemara in many places, in a few places, brings, how do we know that a minyan is 10 people? We're always looking for a tent, a center for a minyan. How do we know that a minyan is 10 people? Very famous, the Gemara says, because it says in our parsha, it says, Ad Moshe lo Eda Ra Zos. Until when do I have to suffer from this terrible Eda, this terrible congregation, this Eda? What's the Eda? The Eda is the 10 spies, the 10 meraglim that said bad things about Eretz Yisrael. Kalev and Yeshua were the tzaddikim, they said good things. And the Torah calls them an Eda, so we learn from here that an Eda is 10 people. This is the source that the Gemara brings, that a minyan is 10 people. Without a minyan, we can't say Kedusha, we can't say Kaddish. Very unfortunately, the last few months, we really understood what it means to miss out Kedusha, to miss out Baruch Hu, Kriyas HaTorah. How many times did we dream that we should go back to the shuls, we should be able to gather again as a minyan in every shul, how many times did we dream that we should be able to come back to the shuls and not be stuck in our homes and daven alone? How many Kadeshim did we miss out? How many Kedushas did we miss out? Baruch Hu, Kriyas HaTorah. Why? Because we can't do it if we don't have 10 people. And where do we learn the 10 people from? Those 10. Which 10? The 10 meraglim. Because of those 10 meraglim, we were stuck in the midbar for 40 years. Because of those 10 meraglim, hundreds of thousands of Yidden died in the midbar. And because of those 10 meraglim, we have a minyan. That's the only source that we could find for a minyan are those 10 meraglim, the 10 Rishayim. Last year we had the schus to host in our kehila, in our city, Rav Hershel Schachter, the Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshiva University, Yeshiva Ben Yitzchak Elchanan. And he said a beautiful thought to explain this phenomenon. Why do we learn minyan from these 10 people? He says, look at the Torah from Yitzias Mitzrayim, from when Am Yisrael became a nation, Klal Yisrael, until the end of the Torah, till the last pasuk in the Torah. We won't find 10 people who step foot into Eretz Yisrael, except for these 10 meraglim. Yeah, we had the 2 tzaddikim, Kalev and Yeshua, but the 10 that we can call a group, the 10 group, they were the 10 meraglim that stepped foot in Eretz Yisrael. They achieved the level of being a kehila in Eretz Yisrael. They're the only 10 people. Afterwards, you have Yeshua came into Eretz Yisrael. All these went in. But until then, from the entire Torah, if you're looking for a source for 10 people, we want not just a group of 10 people. We want 10 people who are in Eretz Yisrael. He brought rayas from different poskim. Rav Schachter brings rayas from different poskim, from the Avnei Nezer and from others who point out that our kehilas in Chutz La'aretz only have a chuskiyim only because of the fact that there's a kehila in Eretz Yisrael. The main kehila of Klal Yisrael is in Eretz Yisrael. That's where the main kehila, that's the real proper kehila. The 10 people, a minyan that gathers in Eretz Yisrael, is a minyan that gives a schus, that gives the possibility for minyanim to exist everywhere else. And he brings a sharp lashon from one of the poskim that somebody who doesn't have a kehila that loses their focus and stops craving and stop striving for the return to Tzion, for V'sechazenu l'Tzion, they have no schus to have a minyan anymore. The minyan is only because they're still focused on going back to Eretz Yisrael. That's where they made minyan. So we had to find 10 people, Rishayim. They said Lashon Hara. They had the wrong outlook. They caused terrible death, but they were in Eretz Yisrael. There were 10 people who were in Eretz Yisrael. We see over here the power of a kehila in Eretz Yisrael. And of course, now we're still living in a time of Golus. We're living in a time when we're still davening with Sachazan and Neim Shum Chotzim. We want to see the Shechina in Eretz Yisrael. But until then, at least we have the schus to be able to gather in a minyan. Why? Because we have the she'ifa. We want to return to Eretz Yisrael. And we know that there are 10 people in Eretz Yisrael. There's hundreds, Baruch Hashem, hundreds of thousands of Yidden, Shem Torah mitzvahs that are gathering in minyanim in Eretz Yisrael. And because of them, we have minyan in Chutz La'aretz. We should always never lose focus of the fact that our goal and our strength as a kehila is only in as much as we are hoping that our kehilas are being built in Chutz La'aretz only for the ultimate goal of bringing them to Eretz Yisrael. We should never lose focus that we're in Chutz La'aretz. Yeah, everything's great. We're in Golus. We have our kehilas. We have our shuls. No, our shuls only have a schus only because of those 10 people who were in Eretz Yisrael. Even though there were 10 meraglim, but they're the 10 people that gave schus to the name minyan. They gave a schus to the fact, to the phenomenon that is a kehila, a group of people that constitute a minyan. This has been a short thought on parsha Shelach. Good Shabbos.